Hi, it's Friday, May 13th, 2016. I'll be doing a book review today of a book that I think is really important. It's not a very technical book. It's less than 200 pages, very easy to read for the average Joe out there. You know, you don't have to have a PhD to read it. And it's about the most important commodity in a free, civilized economy society. And that book is What Has Government Done to Our Money by Murray Rothbard. He was an Austrian School of Economics economist, American born. He died, I think, back in the late 80s, early 90s. So he's not around with us anymore. And the main proponent of the Austrian school is the Mises Institute in Auburn, Alabama. They have a very good website. The Austrian school basically is a proponent of small government, free markets, peace, liberty, property, all things that lead to, free, prosperous society. And they have a bookstore, and you can buy this book hardback like this. It's $17. You can buy the audiobook for $3 or paperback for $5. It's not an expensive book, and I really recommend it. This is the book that if I had to leave Earth because of a planetary disaster and we're gonna go into space or something, and I could only choose one book to take with me, this would be it, because I think it's really important. Unfortunately, it's not taught in mainstream universities. It's not taught in high school, and it would be a really good book for people to read. So yeah, the title is What Has Government Done to Our Money and the Case for 100% Gold Dollar. So Mr. Rothbard was against fractional reserve banking, which basically means that banks issue or create money that they don't have. And I think that's a good thing. So, one of the reasons, the main reason I'm doing a review, a very broad review of this book, is because I think it's the best book in terms of explaining what money is, why it came about, and how it has been corrupted by governments all around the world, not just the US. So it's less than 200 pages and easy to read. And basically, I'll do a very broad summary of this book, and I'll start in the beginning. And Rothbard talks about money came about as a result of indirect exchange, and he basically explains, when society evolved from like small groups, and if you only had like Robinson Crusoe on an island with Friday, they wouldn't need money. He would fish, he'd have coconuts, and they would exchange. But what Rothbard says is once society becomes more numerous, you got several families, people are going to live in different places, they're going to have different set of skills, and they're going to produce or provide different service to other people. They're going to be better at certain things. And a lot of times, they're going to have, one person is going to have something that someone else wants, but that person A will not want what person B wants. So money evolves from exchange, and it's just the most marketable commodity, basically, money. And it could be gold, it could be silver, could be seashells or beads, the wampum, during the colonial time in America. When the Dutch came to New York, for example, they used to trade beads or wampum and shells. And so basically, he explains in this book very thoroughly, why without money there's no civilization, because without money you've got barter, and it's very difficult to thrive on barter because you just don't get what you need a lot of times. And gold and silver became money only because and the Austrian school uses this term, the most marketable commodity. And all this means is that it's something that everyone wants. So, you know, if you got a pair of shoes to sell, but someone doesn't want a pair of shoes, you know, but you don't want, someone wants a pair of shoes, but you don't want, you know, let's say a tennis racket that this person who wants to buy the shoes has, he can pay you in a silver coin or gold coin, because I take it, you know, people find, you know, that something that everyone wants. That's the most marketable commodity. So basically, I won't go through the whole book, but I thought the why it came about, the indirect exchange, would be very interesting. So there's an introduction to the book, of course, and then he talks about money in a free society, and then he talks in the third part of the book, government meddling with money. The fourth part, the monetary breakdown of the West, and the last part is the case for 100% gold dollar, which basically is a case for no fractional reserve banking, which is, in the end of the day, fraudulent, because you're lending something you don't have, and you're creating something that doesn't exist. So, yeah, to summarize, you know, nowadays we love watching our YouTube videos, and I hope you enjoy this, but I think it's very important to also keep an eye on the books, and if you have time, read them. I'll put the links to the Mises Institute bookstore below. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do. And also share it with friends, family, colleagues. Yeah, the most important book on money, in my opinion. Take care. Have a good day.